Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. My name is Brinton Volley. Last time, the planet spoke to us, and I wouldn't say that it was necessarily awkward, but it wasn't what we were expecting. This time, we're going to go ahead and continue to lend our strength as an adventurer to those in need in Thanalan by first talking to Warren now that we have gained his trust. I do not want to talk to Zuzumeda. I want to talk to Warren game. Thank you. Prudence at this junction. So high potion. That does not benefit me because I'm not a gladiator / paladin, so I think I'll get a bronze piece from completing this quest. Anyway, Warren wishes to inspect your equipment before he will set you a task. That is fine. Wheatstone torches are cell swords hired by Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. You have proven that you have some skill at arms, but before I send you into the midst of fell fiends, I would inspect your gear. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. Okay, so equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of item level 5 or above before speaking with Warren. Which I have clearly done. My average item level is 5, and so I am doing myself a favor by knowing how to gear myself. For those who would like to understand how gear works, you can press the C button if you're playing on PC, and it will bring up your character menu like I have been doing. And if you go into your armory chest, you will find your gear and your weapons. Each piece of gear, so I'm going to show off the Hempton hat here, which is going to be kind of hard because it will disappear. But if you'll take a look, it'll say that it's item level 5, and that only somebody of level 5 or higher can wear said item. As you increase in level, different pieces of gear with a better item level and better stats will be available to you. I highly recommend seeking after such gear because then you will have a much easier time to be able to combat certain enemies and be able to participate in certain instances in the game. Which is why, again, I got the copper wristlets. I can wear it at level 8, item level 8, and with everything that I'm currently wearing and using at this time, my average item level is 5. So let's go ahead and speak to Warren and continue our adventure. So are you ready for inspection? Good, everything appears in order. You know the knot is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw away your life. I have to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks or dents in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Grab my Allegan because I know he just went off about gear, but this is a piece of gear that I cannot hold because the GLA and the PLD are in red. I will never ever be that class, so I won't ever be able to hold this type of item. I mean, I can grab it, but it's not going to benefit me. Out to the house and home. Copper, garnet. Okay, so I want a bone necklace because intelligence, like I was mentioning last episode, is the primary stat for thaumaturges. So therefore, you're going to want to specifically have pieces of gear that match your main stats right now at this point in our adventure. Warren has worked for an adventurer willing to exterminate the goblins attacking ore wagons. Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through the tunnel by Feska's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a goblin nest. So now the ore-living beasts have taken up residence in the tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use the silver ore cluster to lure these creatures and slay them. And away we go to slay the goblins. As we make our way over to our destination, I do not want to fight that tortoise. As we make our way over to this location, there's that level 50 dude again. He looks so cool. I'll get into what these type of guys are when it is appropriate to do so. But anyway, one of the things that I wanted to mention about last time was in regards to the solo duties. I didn't fully explain myself. There is a very specific... and this is perfect. There is a very specific way to tell whether or not you're about to get into an instance or not. And I'm going to use this as an example. So as you can see, this is our destination. This is where we need to be. And there's purple mist. It means that once we have completed our objective, then we will be fighting an enemy. That is what it means when there's purple mist. If there is just a small little orb of shining light, it just means that we need to fulfill an objective and move on. If there is a much bigger pillar of shining light, like there was around Lilira before we started that solo duty, it means that we will be put into a solo instance by ourselves. And then there is a specific one for when you're about to enter a dungeon, which we will explore when we have come to that point. Trust me, you will know when we are about to start a dungeon because I will be quite excited for it. So let's go ahead. We have to lure out the goblin by placing down the silver ore cluster. By doing so, it means one will immediately pop out to fight us. Oh, but don't want to be in that. Just gonna fire your ass. Done. Oh, okay. We'll just do that then. Crap. There are... Not too worried about this dude because I took out the other silver column pretty quick. And I feel like I have been... I feel like I've been playing Black Mage pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned... with how my gameplay has turned out so far. But anyway, 3 of them slain. That wasn't too difficult. If I overreact when stuff like that happens, just know that I am aware that I will be okay. I tend to over-exaggerate sometimes when I play this game, and I'll be honest, there are certain solo instances that I have difficulty with, that I remember having difficulty with, and sometimes even little scenarios like that are really difficult for me as well. So I just tend to overreact, and I just have to remind myself, calm down, and you will be okay. Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. I hope to go unmolested. Disruptions to our shipments threaten not only the interests of Aminja and Son's mineral concern, but of Ulda herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men like you to lend a hand. Grab my bone necklace. And, oh sweet, I'm now level 9. Yay, I think we will... I think we might be able to move on to the level 10 Thaumaturge quest in this episode, which is actually kind of exciting to think about. What do you got for me, dude? Ooh, a shiny new weapon, because everything else I don't need. I don't want eye drops, so a weapon it is. Spriggan Cleaning. Warren needs your help to resolve a mystery. To solve a mystery. Scout. I dare say you are the right man to solve this mystery. Someone or something has been littering the tracks with pieces of silver ore. Even a tiny chunk can send a wagon off its course. So, I've had to devote significant manpower to locating and clearing these obstructions. We can't keep this up forever, though. I need you to find the culprits and put an end to their mischief. Search for any pieces of pockmarked silver ore on the tracks. If you're lucky, you'll catch the bastards before they escape. Oh, there are so many different areas that I need to look. So going back to what I was talking about earlier, based on what I was talking about, this would mean, oh, you're going to find an enemy now. Is that how I am to interpret this purple mist? When you have several different locations that you need to go to, not all of them are going to yield an enemy. I'm probably going to eat my words once this happens, because as you can see, a freaking Spriggan just popped up. But not always the case where you find an enemy. That is the point I'm trying to make here. And I mean, on top of it, it has, it's been a pretty hot minute since I've played through a Realm Reborn. I mean, it's been close to it. It's been actually over a year now since I started playing on my main character. But, man, these are just all over the place. But I know in later expansions, it's not always the case that you will encounter an enemy at every location. It just so happens to be that I will be in this. Oh, I'm not standing in the bad. So glad for that dot. It can do some damage for me while I stumble around. Oh, you look so sad. Oh no, actually you look creepy. Bye. That was kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Oh, giant tortoise, please don't find me. Please don't turn around and attack me, please. Oh, for the love of God. Okay, I'm gonna attack you over here then, Spriggan. You're just gonna have to come over. There we go. Now on to the last one, which is down over there. So I'm just gonna sprint over there so we can just get the show on the road. Okay, almost done. Physical damage up. No, leave me alone. Goodbye. Rude. Physical damage up my butt. Okay, that sounded worse than what I meant it to sound like. Physical damage up my butt. Okay, that's the thing I just came out of my mouth. Congratulations, Brenton. You continue to say strange things on the internet. So the Spriggans were responsible. The little critters gnaw on the ore as a hound on a bone. The rocks on the track were their gods' damned leftovers. Some superstitious miners believe that the Spriggans are harbingers of fortune, but my reckoning, the creatures are not more than pests like goblins. As far as I'm concerned, they're no better omen for Aminja and Sons than you. Ever since we began helping out at the station, our operations have been running without so much as a single hiccup. Yay! That makes me super happy. Oh, I actually now get to legitimately talk to Zuzu Media. That is so funny. But before I do so, I would like my shiny new staff, even though it looks exactly like what I was sporting before. No, I'm not putting these back on. Okay. Anyway, what do you need from me, dude? Can't quite wear this yet, it looks like, but I can definitely pick it up, even though... No, actually, I can definitely pick this up. It will just be a hot minute before I can put it on. Way down in the hole. Zuzumedia wishes to share with you a most amazing rumor. Well, spare me all the details, little Lalafell. While your buddy continues to talk to you. An altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it there is a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Sildie. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of his existence, and even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from the stone's throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Wystan, and he is a very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune by carrying favor with the Sacarium. Of course, the Thaumaturges only ever considered the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must prepare to pay the Sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Lolorito. He has long lavished guilt upon the Thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors, while protecting his own interests. Suffice it to say, if Wystan thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventually may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Maybe you should meet Wystan and volunteer for his expedition. Don't mind if I do. If we're going to be striking some ore, then I will most definitely love to be paid a handsome bit for my volunteer service. I guess if I'm volunteering, I can't necessarily get paid, but I want gil, damn it. Okay, dude, tell me what you want. Or tell me what you got, rather. I can't speak. Come to join. Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and a team's ready en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from the stone's throw. I look after them when I've time to spare, so they've taken to following me around, even when I tell them not to. But what with overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? I suppose so. You all were literally not here when I arrived, so you all are just sneaky little ninjas. Oh, what the actual hell? Anyway, I like playing with Wystan. He makes sure no one bullies us. Okay, have a ginger cookie. Wystan's worried about us. Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's actually somebody that I need. I need to beat those guys up. And there they are. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked really quick here because hunting log. No, stop moving around. Oh, hello, buddy. My puppy just came and said hello to me. How sweet of him. Okay. I am just... See, I told you I was going to get sidetracked really bad. And let me take you out. Oh, crap. I didn't want to fight you. Oh, crap. Might as well just fight this dude too. Like, why not? Good lord, you're just all gonna attack me then, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess I did instigate all this. No, don't hit me with phase. Okay. Seriously? Just gotta raise my MP because it's going down. Actually, this fate is almost done, so I might as well just complete it. And there we go, I just did. No, leave me alone. Nope, I'm running away. Goodbye. And I completed, something on my hunting log. Sweet. Okay, so now I just need 2 more on my rank 1 hunting log. Okay, so fate reward. So when you participate in a fate, you do get like gil and experience for it, and the larger the reward, depending on how much you contributed to the fate, which I just explained here. Anyway, back on to ginger cookies. Go away. Good lord, I just explained it. Weissen's kind to us. I like him. Have a ginger cookie. This is for me. I want to eat it, but then again I don't, because then I'd be gone. Tell Wyston thanks, and tell him I'm sorry for getting in his way. Well, that's super nice of you, kid. But Wyston always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Because he's busy, girl. Is it a girl? Yeah, it's a girl. Wow, a ginger cookie. I better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him. Okay, bye, thanks. I ain't going nowhere, mister. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, you'll have to carry me. No, I'm not going to carry you. A cookie? Well, if Weinstein really wants me to go home, then all right. But I want 2 next time. Greedy little asshole. Good lord. What is my puppy up to? I'm going to make a quick cut. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Let us speak to Wystan. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Even though never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it. But no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better. Yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for, and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profit from our suffering too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we'll take it, adventurer. We'll reclaim our dignity and with our place within those walls. We found her. We found the vein. Wystan, you must come and see. Already? Amazing, we leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Don't mind if I do. Oh, you just disappeared too. Okay, well, can you teach me how to vanish like you did yourself? Goodness, I am just going all over the place here. Oh, I was coming up in this direction anyway. Man, I got a little trigger happy with taking out that hunt. But, I mean, at the same time, I'm not going to complain. I got experience out of it. And I want to complete my hunting log, so not going to complain in the slightest. Oh, cool! And here are some more for, here are some more that I can fight for the hunting log. Mwahaha! Die, my little spriggan friends, die! That was a little grim. I'm not going to participate in this fate. I just want to quickly move on. Okay, I need one more, so I'm going to attack you. Okay, perfect. I'm glad the cooldown on transpose is relatively small, and that should be all of it. Yep. So what do I have left then? Sunbats. And those are in the clutch. Well, where's the clutch? Oh, yeah, I haven't even made my way into the eastern part of central Thanalan yet, so I'm just not even going to worry about that last bit. Oh my gosh, I am so happy there's going to be another solo instance. Okay, so this is what it means. This means this here is supposed to show you that there will be a solo duty for you to participate in, which it looks like we are going to do just that. And you would be synced down to level 13 if you were over level 13. Thal's Ball, son. A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined bloody city? Goddamn's idiot. What you think was going to happen? That he'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order, while the Masters of Ul'dah looked on? No one crosses the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Ha! Finally sunk in, has it? Well, look at this. Not all your friends have deserted ye, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells, does Lord Lolorito mean to kill us too? Good lord, what did he summon? I mean, and poor Weinstein, all they wanted to do was just strike it rich. Poor dude, that really sucks. Clay Golem. I wonder who, actually, I'm not even going to feign ignorance. I totally have an idea who that dude is. Okay, need to, nope, crap. And Blizzard again, and now I'm going to Thunder because my dot went down. Back to Fire. Ah! Man, this dude is stronger than I initially thought. I'm taking him down pretty quickly though, so I'm not going to complain too much. Crap. Okay. Nope, I actually was still in it. I'll just hit you with Blizzard one more time. That should be enough. There we go. Duty complete. Not all duties are going to be this short, by the way. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Damn, seems I've missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ul'dah herself cannot rival your beauty. Oh, stop it! I have oft heard it is said that the blossom's beauty can move a man to love, and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. I hear they attacked another caravan. Aye, and business is suffering for it. Bloody Amalja. What stirred him up to do, you reckon? Another raid, and I'll wager the caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? Perish the thought! So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you lovely ladies be staying? At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. A result of an uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. And we have you to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to Dalamud's descent. And of course to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Louis Swa will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Truly a marvel of Charlian ingenuity, as if I could reach out and touch the aether. Time to focus. No more gallivanting like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. This disturbance is recent. This sultanry? Maybe Papashan will know something of it. Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest has already quit the scene. The general? Very well, I shall be there anon. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, it seems to be in the middle of. You seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. And carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I heard the Blades mentioned him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If he hadn't come along, those bastards would assuredly have slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me in the coffin later. Until then, stay safe. I shall accompany Wystan and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of aether in Thanalan. It is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Ah, wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Fare thee well. Oh, well, what has happened here? Did we just glimpse some moments of Thancred's past by chance? I guess we're just gonna have to wait and find out as we continue to progress this story. We are starting to run short on time. I definitely am still like super cool with like picking up the level 10 Thaumaturge quest. I am just still like debating internally whether or not I want to what's it called? Do it in my gosh, do it. Whether I want to complete the quest in this episode. But let me talk to Wystan and figure out what we're going to do next. 12 bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lolorito owns the goddamn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for a heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sake. That ruthless bastard. And what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, gods damn it, if Lolorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak to the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Mimodi. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Maybe she'll know what to do. Go quickly, my friend. Lolorito's spies may be watching. Good lord. I mean, Lolorito, that is a name that I am well familiar with. I know that he is not the most trustworthy of people, but when I played Final Fantasy XIV, when I started playing a year ago, my city-state, where I started out initially, was in the forest nation of Gridania. And so I guess this is like a good time to mention this, just because I am about 5 levels away of this slowly swapping over. But the first 15 levels, depending on your starting class, depending your starting city, whether it be Limsa Lominsa, Gridania, or Ul'dah, the first 15 levels roughly have a very unique story to your opening area. So this opening story, because then it seamlessly flows into the main story of A Realm Reborn. This is all new to me. This is all like completely different than what I experienced the first time. So this has been actually really, really, really cool to see it so far. Settle down, Scout. You got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know that you were at the ruins. Stand, on the other hand, is now Thyra, about as welcome around here as a rabid wolf. Poor bugger. Suffice to say, the boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Aldenar Trading Company, generous contributor to the Old Order of Nathal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew what was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Ul'dah, Scout. It's true that there are some who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk, just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Scout, and for that you have my respect. Ow. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have a word with Otopa Potopa whenever you feel like staying. Oh, cool! I didn't know that unlocked inn rooms. And when you've got your appetite for adventuring back, consider taking on a guild leave or two. We've got a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustance can tell you more about how the system works, so go on and speak with him if you're interested. Grab this because this is definitely going to hit us to level 10. You have access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of duties or quests or duties currently available to you in the area. The recommendations list can be opened from under duty in the main menu and will also be displayed automatically when you log in. You can find yourself unsure of what to do next. This tool makes it simple to locate activities suitable for your present class and level. And I got an achievement, and I learned an action that I actually am not even going to use. So I'm not even going to explain how that works. Man, a lot of different stuff just opened up to us, and in fact, because we hit level 10, there's not only are like in rooms and oh my gosh, that looks horrendous. I am not even going. Yeah, if you hit this button, you can hide or display your headgear. It still obviously is equipped, but for God's sake, no. I like the hat better. Plus, now we can see his cool hairstyle again. Anyway, there's like at least 3 to 4 different things I can think of doing at this very given moment in time. And because of that, and based on like how long this episode has been going for, I think this is an excellent place to stop, and next week we can explore more of what we have unlocked here at the end of this episode. So you guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. A lot has happened. It appears that we are now able to peer into the past of others. We are helping our fellow adventurers in the land of Thanalan, or in the region of Thanalan, and it looks like we're starting to make a name for ourselves based on what Momodi is telling us. So we're gonna adventure forth more next week. We're gonna check out what guild leads are, take a look at the inn room, take a look at some other things that have opened up to us now that we're level 10, and we're gonna train a little bit more at the Thaumaturge Guild. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for next week's episode. My name is Brenton. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all next week for more Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And I will see you all then. Bye!